Hello everybody and welcome to part 4 of Fusion 360 sketches. We're pretty much wrapping up our sessions with sketches. It's a lot about practice and that way you can learn new tools and learn how to use them. But as I said at the beginning of this playlist, we were going to practice a lot and it is up to you to continue working on the sketches. And everything starts with the sketch. In this exercise, we are going to work with the following sketch. We're going to make a vase. Since this vase has it's symmetrical, we can see an axis of symmetry. Okay, and we are just going to draw this part. Okay, so as I can see right here, there's a line, and then this line actually has another line. Then it has a curve. And it has a straight line over here, so I can actually get this curve again. And we have the radius and we have some distances. So let's start working with this, okay? So really quick, I'm gonna make a line. This line, I don't have to, like, I'll set up the sketch dimensions in a minute. Then I make another line. And then I have kind of like, okay, my curve. This is my curve right here. And then I have a straight line, kind of like this straight line comes right over here, and then I have another curve, kind of like the sketch of what I want to do. Then I'm going to set up some dimensions. Okay, so let's begin with the first dimension. Okay, this dimension says it's going to be 55.3 divided 2 because it's half of it, so I can also put operations here. 55.3 divided 2, that is correct. And then I have this other line over here that I don't know the measurement, but pretty much is what I need to, I'll get it after. Then something else that I do know is that this is a 5, radius of 5, okay? Then it looks like this line over here is tangent to this one, so I'm going to just put that right away, okay? See if that tangency, I can get that tangency first. Okay, I'm just gonna move a little bit these. Oh, that's better. Okay, that way I can get the tangency on this too. Just gonna move it a little, and then I'm gonna say that this line is tangent to this one. That way I can actually get it better. Now I can see that this point right over here, it's a tangent line that goes perpendicular to the base. So there is a tangent line that I'm going to make. So I'm going to make a construction line that goes from this point to this point. Okay, looks like here I have it's perpendicular. I just need to make sure that this is tangent to this. Okay. Now I have a point right here. I can create a point that allows me to make this coincident to this. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the coincident. I'm going to make this point coincident to this one. And now I have my other line. The last thing I'm going to do is kind of like add this sketch dimension right over here, and this is a 9, okay? And that way I can just continue on my design. Very good. So I have all the dimensions, and this is over constrained because this is a driven sketch dimension because I have all of these. Okay? So let's continue on. Looks like I have another curve. I don't know if it starts right away. It probably starts right over here, and then there's another curve. Let's see if we're able to do it with a simple curve or we need to extend a line. 124.8. Okay, so I'm going to make a over here. Okay, looks like it's goes straight from this portion. Okay, remember that this is it's not a construction line anymore, so I'm gonna have to kind of have my base over here, and then I have another curve right away. Okay, with 16. I'm gonna make another one. Kind of looks like this, and then that one is 16, and then I have looks like I have a straight line right over here. Okay, I have a straight line after this, and then I have a little another curve right over here, and then I have a straight line going up, and then I have another curve, and then we can continue there. We can leave there, and then we can see how it's going to work. Okay? Just move this a little so I can see it better. And let's start putting my radius. So it looks like 124.8. Start putting dimensions. 124.8. Okay? And then I have this other one, which is 16. 16. Looks like everything is into place. I really like this, that it's not fixed. Just the radius that I put before, it's fixed. Looks like this line is tangent. Well, actually this line is not, doesn't give me anything. The only thing that I know is that between these two points, I get a 59.7. Okay? So it looks like between this point and this point, I have a 59.7. Let's see if I can actually get this dimension over here. It says 59.7. Okay. Now I have that constraint done. I'm going to continue with this. Okay. Looks like this is tangent to this one. There's a lot of tangency here. I see all those constraints working pretty well. Now this one is 12. This one is 12. Okay. I got it there. And the other one also is also 12. Looks like this line, hopefully I was hoping to be perpendicular. There it goes. I can use the constraint of horizontal and vertical, to make it work. Okay, now it's taking what I need, and I just need the last part, which is this one over here. So I have, it looks like I have a radius of 5 right over here. Okay, and this distance that I haven't done, this distance looks like it's 13.7. It's between the two center points of these two radiuses, and I have them right over here. So you can see I have these 2 points, and I need to figure out the distance of these two, which is 13.7. Okay, that worked pretty well. Okay, so I have this distance, 59.7. Then I have this distance, 13.7. Works really well. And I just need this one over here. And we can figure it out, like if this is a line or it's just right away a curve, that is. So I'm gonna, in my case, I'm just gonna make a small line. It goes here. And then looks like there's a curve right here, and then I go all the way to the starting point. Okay, so one more thing that we need is that hopefully this line is tangent to this one. Okay, looks like we have a little glitch here. I'll make this one also tangent to this one. It didn't work. So since we're getting this error here, it probably means that there's not a line here. It's just all this is tangent to this one. So I'm going to try to just fix this right away. And I'm going to make something like this. Okay, and then I'm going to start my curve from this one over here. Okay. And this is 12. Again, set up this sketch dimension. Okay, and then I have a 5 right over here. Okay. And then I'm going to make this horizontal. That way it can go down. And it looks like I have pretty much my sketch. So since this point, from this point to this point is 70, so half of it should be 35. Let's see if I can find, so 35, and this is from this point to this point. So basically I just need to delete the radius. So it would be 30. So this would be 30. Just simple math. Okay. This line is going to go over here. So I need to make this point coincident to this point. So in that case, what I'll do is create a construction line that goes right through here. So make a construction line. Doesn't matter how big, I just need it to cross this line. And then I'm going to create a point in that position right there. Create a point, and then I want to make coincident this point to this point, so everything fits in to place. Okay. Now the last sketch that I need is that from the base all the way up here, it is 160. Okay. Okay. So the only one, again, the only one that was missing was this 160. In this case, if I don't want all my constraints to go like crazy, I want to know where that 160 might look like, and then I'm going to move a point where I can see that everything falls into place. So this construction line, I'm actually going to make it 160 so I can see where this point should meet. Okay, this goes right from the bottom, and since all these constraints are already done, I'm going to start moving. I'm going to move this point, which this point actually doesn't give me. Oh, okay, I'm missing one restriction, which is this one. Okay, remember that this one is 13.7. I'm going to put it right before I continue. And then I'm going to move this point and see where it falls. See, this radius is, the radius are not changing. I'm just changing the size. So I'm going to make it fall right there, and then add the final constraint. That way I can just click here and here, make sure that that is 160. Okay, and now it falls everything into place. Okay, now I'm not going to do this part. It will take some time, so you guys can go on and finish it. You can add it if you want. And finally, I'm going to mirror everything I did. Okay, so I have this. Okay, it looks like I'm missing something here. Looks like this is tangent. Okay, it has to be tangent. And I'm going to start creating the mirror that I want. So mirror this, this. I'm going to just select all. Okay. Right over here. And I have my face. Okay. So here I have all the sketch. If I want to see it completely, this is how it is. I can fix all of them just to make them to put them into a restricted line. I can just make all, like select them all and just draw a sketch dimension. Okay, so this is pretty much your exercise today. You're not going to have an additional one because this one took a lot of tools and a lot of like playing around with sketches. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching.